Dear all, today we will be going to see stationary probabilities of Markov chain. So this is the continuation of our basics of Markov chain part actually it's supposed to be, because we have seen what is recurrent and transient states, what are the classes of Markov chain, communicating classes of Markov chain, and periodicity, and few more things we have seen in the basics. So now we will be going to see how the transition probabilities of a Markov chain can be calculated and what are the basics or what are the ideas behind that. Okay. So stationary probabilities and more on that. So a stationary process is a family of random process Xn where n denotes n naught. Here n naught I mean that 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. I am naming it as n naught. So the stationary random vectors x naught to xk and xm to xm plus k have same or joint distribution, then we say stationary. So one more definition here we need to see: a non-zero non-negative vector, a non-negative vector pi I belongs to the state space S with summation of pi I equal to 1. That means total probability. It is a probability vector. It's a stationary distribution if and only if pi into that transition probability matrix P equal to pi, when pi is interpreted as a row vector in this point. So in this case, the Markov chain with the initial distribution pi and the transition matrix P is stationary. The distribution of xm is pi stationary and the distribution will denote it by pi. So where m belongs to this. There are several other names for stationary distribution. If pi is an equilibrium distribution, it may be also called as equilibrium distribution. It is also called invariant, where it doesn't change. That means pi equal to pi doesn't change. And stationary, that's what equilibrium. The chain stops there. So where it doesn't change and doesn't it stops. So that is different thing. Recall the definition: a Markov chain, about Markov chain. A Markov chain is said to be irreducible if it has only single class. That is one class. So irreducibility property, while we are seeing it, a closed class, only single closed class will represent the irreducibility of a Markov chain. So there are three kinds of irreducibility of Markov chains based on the facts of even stationarity and other things. So irreducibility. So stationary, positive persistent. First point is positive persistent. A stationary distribution, when a positive persistent, when a Markov chain is said to be positive persistent, or irreducibility become positive persistent. Stationary distribution pi exists, and that pi is unique, and nin by n tending to pi I, where nin is a number of visits to state I after n transitions. So if aperiodic, then p of xn equal to I tending to pi for all I as n tend to infinity. If these conditions are satisfied, then positive persistent. The irreducibility will become positive persistent. Null persistent, when no stationary distribution exists and that ni of n by n tending to 0 as n tends to infinity. Same nin of have the same definition, and p of xn equal to I tending to 0. So in the last case, it is going to pi I, that stationary distribution, but here it is going to 0. Then null persistent. So transient, any particular state eventually never visited. So that means any particular state will be stagnant, and it is not it is not having any connection with we know that transient states, they don't have any connection with any other states. So no stationary distribution exists, and NIN of this tending to 0, and also P of x. So these two conditions are same for transition and null persistent, but here no stationary distribution exists. Here also same, but the thing is only one extra condition. In null persistent there may be connection, but here no connection at all. So this also, to describe this also, I have a some flowchart kind of thing. So stationary distribution exists or not, first we need to see that. If exists, finite state space. No, if no means we can go for checking finite state space or not. So there are two checkings, FII or this one, first return state. Using first return state, using whether finite state space. So if finite state space, then yes. If the finite state space says it is yes, then positive persistent. Stationary distribution exists or not, finite state space saying yes, positive persistent, along with one more condition that we will come to that later. Okay, so first return state equal to 1 and the PII equal to infinity. This condition is also not satisfied. Stationary distribution is also not satisfied, and this condition is also not satisfied. Then it is transient. So stationary distribution exists. As yes means directly we may say positive persistent. If it is not exist, we may go for some other thing. And one more condition is left here. I didn't say here anyway. Yes, stationary distribution exists means directly we may say positive persistent. So if FIA first return state equal to 1, then null persistent. After stationary distribution does not exist, we may have this condition. Then this condition satisfied means we may say null persistent. If this condition is not satisfied, then we may go for transient. Aperiodicity plays a vital role here. So aperiodic along with these two conditions, yes or no, don't worry, yes or no, then positive persistent with the finite state. This condition along with the finite state only will make positive persistent. Only finite state yes doesn't mean positive persistent. Finite state space along with the periodicity with these conditions will make you positive persistent. So a distribution phi have limiting distribution also. If limit n tends to infinity, Pij of nth transition equal to pi j. Suppose that a Markov chain transition limiting distribution, then it eventually comes to stationary distribution. It has to come, but it is not necessary. The basic limit theorem for Markov chain states the following: for each state I of recurrent irreducible aperiodic Markov chain, the limit Pi n equal to 1 by mu I, where mu I will be summation n Fia of n equal to mean return times. So if we have a stationary distribution, then we can calculate mean return times also. So recall every finite irreducible Markov chain has a unique stationary distribution, and if a chain is aperiodic, then limiting distribution and the stationary distribution are same. So for a finite irreducible aperiodic Markov chain, pi I equal to 1 by mu I. So we can find mean return times from the stationary distribution. So next we will see few problems on stationary distributions in the next class. Thank you students. Thank you all.